You good?
We're on, Nate?
We're on.
Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the September 26, 2017 workshop regular meeting and public hearing of the West Milford Board of Education. I would ask that everyone please silence their cell phones and notice the emergency exit locations, just in case. And I would like to have a moment of silence for the victims of Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, Marie, hopefully no more. And so if we could have a moment of silence, please. If we could please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, a public notice of this meeting has been sent to board members, all district schools, the Herald News, the Trends, the Record, the Messenger, West Milford Town Hall, County Superintendent's Office, the Board Attorney, and Cablevision of Warwick, and has been posted in the Administration Building. Copies of the board meeting calendar resolution were provided to all local media, Town Hall, Township Library, and all district schools. Roll call, Mrs. Francisco.
Mr. Bailey? Mr. Seidowitz?
Here.
Mr. Drew?
Here.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Here.
Mr. Foodie?
Present.
Mrs. Fritz?
Here.
Mr. Huber?
Here.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Here.
Mr. Robbins?
Here.
Glenn, could you do the honors and read the executive session resolution, please?
Certainly. I'll move that the board immediately go into executive session at 9 p.m. for approximately 30 minutes for the purpose of discussing personnel, appointments, resignations, current litigation matters, special education matters, negotiations, and matters of attorney-client privilege. The matters discussed in executive session shall be made public as soon as the need for confidentiality no longer exists.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All of these items that we just listed, we're going to be discussing something on each one of them, or?
I would say that that would be something that Dr. Animal has to determine. Can't hear.
We might be.
You have to speak into the mic, Barbara. Either that or it's not turned on.
It's possible we could be discussing all these, but I'm not 100% certain now.
If there's a need, we can discuss it.
Right.
What we can't do is discuss things that aren't on the list.
Correct.
So,
All right, so if there's something that's not on the list when we go into executive session, you'll cross it off then? I don't want to be saying we're just broadcast everything and we're not going to discuss it. That's
well,
not what the intent of.
this is certainly not everything. This is
Understood, but
what Dr. Anamone has determined might come up in the executive session portion. It doesn't mean we have to talk about that, but it means we could.
Yep.
What we can't do is talk about something else that's not included in this list.
Right. So we have a staff resignation tonight. If it comes up in executive session, we're covered because it's on here. But if it's not on here, we probably couldn't discuss it. So
Okay.
it's just a broader stroke.
Okay. It's Dr. Anamone, the superintendent's report.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our board meeting for September. We are going to start off with a wonderful guest tonight. Just to brief the board and the community as well, we have a very rigorous process every year that we participate in. It's called the Governor's Educator of the Year Award. Used to be the Teacher of the Year Award. Now it's a more broader term. So all of our 8 schools participate in this program every year, and the staff there elect a Teacher of the Year for each building. Of those 8 people, 1 is selected as the West Milford Teacher of the Year. She's seated here in the front row. We made an announcement last spring when she won that award. Then every district Teacher of the Year goes on to the next segment, which is the Passaic County Teacher of the Year competition. I shouldn't say competition, but they honor one district teacher of the year every year as our county teacher of the year, and we're thrilled that the winner this year is Nicole Petrosillo, teacher at West Milford High School. She has a brief presentation here, so if the board wants to fan out to the wings. And before I forget, each county winner is now in a running for to be state teacher of the year. So good luck, Ms. Petrosillo.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you, members of the board, Dr. Anamone, Mr. Novak, administrators, and good evening, community members. On the first day back to school for staff, I spoke to my colleagues about spreading rainbows and finding our inner unicorns. It seems somewhat silly at first, but I believe teachers are magical, and I believe West Milford is a magical place. So here we are, back to school. The kids posed for their first day pictures, got on their buses with smiles spread across their faces, but some fared better than others. Yes, even the teachers have survived our first few weeks. But I jest. Truly, I love back to school. As a teacher, there's the anticipation of a new class, the smiling faces of children who simply cannot wait for you to impart your vast wisdom upon them, getting the hugs from kids you had last year whom you got to know and love, crisp new bulletin boards, a fresh desk calendar with all your shiny new supplies next to it. Each year holds promise and excitement and new beginnings, a clean slate. I knew since I was in second grade that I was going to be a teacher. Mrs. Girk encouraged me to be the best reader I could be, and I completed my SRA reading units and got to go across the hall to the third grade room, and I felt very special. I devoured books. I appropriated my brother's books. I scrawled subject areas on the fronts of my books and set them in front of my dolls, usually grading my students very generously, if I do say so myself. I loved reading and I loved kids, so naturally I became an English teacher. And all of that practice with my dolls has led to 18 years of successful teaching in the classroom, and I am now living my dream. I stand before you today as the Passaic County 2017-2018 Teacher of the Year, maybe more. And I could not be more proud of my students, of my school, and of my district. Bucky says, our mascot says, that 8 of the past 9 Passaic County Teachers of the Year have been from the West Milford Public School District. And Paul Gorski says, that can't be an accident. And I agree. The teachers here in West Milford are simply magical. So I set out to find out what makes West Milford such a magical place to be. There are hiking trails and streams and lakes and swimming and more lakes and kayaking and the music and the food of the Autumn Lights Festival. I have never known a town to pay such homage to a traffic light. It is truly inspirational. We have gorgeous winter scenes and activities, and these little guys. And nature abounds in West Milford, and it is truly a beautiful place to be.
It's a series of things. Nature, the mountains, the lakes. It's just a wide open atmosphere. That's what I enjoy the
Great
most.
place, but in general, it's beautiful here as far as the town. It's a beautiful place. We have mountains, we have lakes, beautiful sunsets on the lakes, wildlife. It's just a beautiful place.
But West Milford is more than just a magical place. It is a place where magic is made. It is evident from the moment students enter our schools, from the stands at the pep rallies, to the football games, from the pride in the students, and in the herd, and in the staff. The staff is truly here for the kids. And we teach them how kindness rocks, and how we are all in, and how very much each and every single person matters here. We teach them how to read, and we teach them how to write, and we teach them how to lead, and we teach them how to fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. We feed their minds, and we feed their souls. We teach them to make a difference and to accept each other's differences. We have 4 schools that have been named National Schools of Character: Maple Road, Paradise Knoll, UGL, and Macapin Middle School. And 2 schools have received honorable mention awards as National Schools of Character as well: West Milford High School and Apshua. We honor and exemplify our full values language here. Be here, be safe, be honest, be respectful, set goals, let go, and move on. We have been awarded numerous accolades in the visual and performing arts. We have won 19 Promising Practice Awards district-wide. That is the most in the state. We are Passaic County champions in multiple sports. We have received the DAA NJ Athletic Program of Excellence Award. We provide an outstanding education in the practical arts, which is evident if you have ever visited our district arts program and have seen the architecture, CAD drawing, wood and metal shop projects. They are simply amazing. We have exceptional student representatives to regional and national level competitions, including my own son, who's represented us at the National History Bee 3 years in a row, proudly boasting his Highlander pride. We have a Special Olympics program and a special education program that are beyond compare. And there are so many more reasons why West Milford is magical. But but the most important is
West Milford is magical because we have the 3 A's: academics, athletics, and the arts. We have kids who are in AP classes and excel and go to some of the top universities in the country. We have some of the best arts programs between music and theater and art that I would say probably in the East Coast. And our athletics, field hockey, soccer, everywhere from football, cheerleading, to all the sports here in the winter and the spring are some of the best in the county and also in the state.
I think the band is awesome.
West Milford is a great place because it's a community that supports the arts. We have a fantastic marching band. We have an awesome color guard and dance team who represent us nationally. We also have fantastic art programs here where many students go on and pursue art careers. Last year, our indoor color guard had the opportunity to work with adjoining club students with special needs. We were able to partner and work together and have a public performance at our indoor color guard show as well as the District Arts Festival. And it turned out to be great. And the students to this day still acknowledge and say hello to each other in the hallway, and it's a great partnership. And that's a big reason why West Milford is special.
Hi, Mrs. Murphy. Can I ask you a question?
Surely.
What makes West Milford a wonderful place?
Think hard now, Mark.
Because Mr. Valero is here.
That's the only reason anyone needs. That's him.
I think the fact that so many people are kind and caring. And I love the atmosphere here too. Thank you.
What is magical about West Milford for me is, and I noticed it last week when we were having the pep rally, is that there are more students on the field than there were on the bleachers. And that's something you will see in most school districts. And that was a magical moment for me here at West Milford.
It's a wonderful sense of community that is in the atmosphere. It's in the environment. It's in the demeanor of the students and the parents, and the staff. It's just a wonderful place to live.
Because there's so many activities, and frankly, I think the kid population here is just, I like the diversity and the activities and just the talent, which is excellent. So I enjoy it.
What makes West Milford so wonderful?
Lots of kids. I'm all stage fright. I can't do it. It's got to be totally spontaneous.
It is spontaneous. What makes it
so then,
We have one with pride.
you know what? It has to.
Yeah, pride.
Yeah, the children and the families, that's all about the people. It's like a big family.
Everyone's so happy and cheerful. It's great here.
Students, the kids, I've been other places, the kids here are unlike any other kids. Tell it like it is, but there's a real genuine warmth and caring about them. I love this place because of the kids. Staff's awesome. The ways in which they get involved with kids, let me count the ways. I can't. There are too many. It's a great place to be. It's because of all the human souls that breathe life into this West Milford. That's why I love it here.
Yeah, no, you've already tried.
So the English department and the students and all the lovely staff.
I live here. People care about each other and are willing to help each other out.
West Milford is wonderful because the students here and the faculty here are kind and caring, and they really support each other, even amongst their differences.
Every day, the teachers, the staff, the administrators, and the students of the West Milford School District make a difference. And here is how I know.
Inspired me to teach because she comes home every day with a whole bunch of stories about how much she loves her kids. I see how much passion she puts into working. I can't wait for when I'm older to have that same passion for the kids.
Mrs. Lorraine is my favorite teacher because our class discussions are always really great, and she's just very inspiring and energetic, and I just like her a lot.
My favorite teacher is Miss Duffy because she was really nice. We did fun projects and stuff.
My favorite teacher was my 6th grade teacher, Miss Baylog, because she helped me express my feelings through writing.
My favorite teacher is Miss Pereira because we play fun games. Smile.
I love all staff members and teachers. They're kind of the same thing. One that inspires me is Miss Sally because she's taught me a lot about life and how to deal with some life lessons.
Miss Milford inspired me because she's been doing her job for so long and still loves it.
Got a lot of teachers who've impacted my life, but one of my favorite ones was Mr. McKinnis, because he just overall has a really fun class and just a good guy. So yeah.
Well, one teacher who inspired me was Mr. Calamari. His class was great and he made me love history.
My favorite teachers are Mr. Rasmini and Mrs. Rivetto. Mrs. Rasmini because she is really nice, and so is Mr. Rivetto.
You're an awesome teacher, Ms. Ratzelis. Even though our books were depressing, still made the class fun. Yes, you did. You did.
This teacher that inspired me to get more active in English.
One of the teachers that inspired me was Miss Cosgrove because she was really nice in class and she helped me with my art.
Two teachers who have inspired me are Mrs. Higgins and Mr. Jakes. Mrs. Higgins taught me how to translate my thoughts into writing, and one of Mr. Jakes' classes on gene splicing inspired me to want to enter a career in medicine.
The teacher that really inspired me to want to become one myself was my wind ensemble instructor and my lesson instructor, Dr. Ryan McLaughlin. He's just taught me so much, and he asked me to become one of the Macapin student teachers for tuba lessons, and that just set me off to want to become a teacher for music.
I want to become a teacher because in middle school I have a teacher named Mrs. Peterson. She was my English teacher and she was really kind and helpful. And she tried to work hard a lot for all her students who struggled in class. And so she inspired me to become a great teacher as she was. My favorite teacher is Miss Shores because she has a lot of fun things to do.
So being a teacher hasn't always been the career that I thought I would like to pursue or that I could ever see myself doing. But that all changed this year when I took American Sign Language, and Mrs. Cupshaw was my teacher. She showed me that not only did I fall in love with the language, but that I also fell in love with the idea of being a teacher at a deaf school. She was just so passionate when she taught us, and sharing her knowledge and experiences in the deaf community, that it just really showed me that it's something that I really like to do. So thank you, Ms. Cupshaw, for inspiring me to be a teacher.
I do not accept this award alone. My colleagues are the ones who nominated me first to be the High School Teacher of the Year, and I simply must tell you how amazing they are, how amazing all the staff members of the West Milford School District are. Every day they teach, every day they encourage, every day they instruct, every day they mentor, every day they praise, every day they influence, every day they guide, every day they inspire, each and every day. And they do it because they love it. And they do it because each one of them is somebody's rainbow. And I am so very proud to be a unicorn. And special thanks to all of you, the members of the Board of Education, Dr. Anamone, Mr. Novak, Mr. Gorski, Joe Jordan, who helped with all the videos, all the teachers and staff and students featured in my videos, my colleagues, my family who is here tonight, and Terry was laughing because she remembers my oldest in a car seat carrier on my arm when he came to department meetings with me. And to all of my former teachers for making me who I am today, which is your Passaic County Teacher of the Year, and I hope to represent you well in the state competition.
On behalf of the Board of Education, we have a resolution on our agenda tonight. We will approve it later on, but I do want to read it now and read it as well. Whereas the West Milford Board of Education encourages recognition of the contributions of their teachers and leaders, and whereas the West Milford Board of Education annually participates in the Governor's Educator of the Year Award program, and whereas the Governor's Educator of the Year program seeks to highlight educational innovation, student achievement, the rewards of teaching, and important services outside the classroom that lead to student success. And whereas this recognition brings public attention to the positive aspects of our educational system. And whereas Nicole Petrosillo has been recognized as the West Milford High School Teacher of the Year for 2017-18. And whereas Nicole Petrosillo has also been selected as the Passaic County Teacher of the Year for 2017-18. Now, there be resolved that the West Milford Board of Education, on behalf of the community, publicly acknowledges and expresses its sincerest appreciation to Nicole Petrosillo for her contributions to the students of the West Milford High School. And be it further resolved that this resolution be spread upon the official minutes of the Board of Education meeting held on September 26, 2017, and present it to Nicole Pinchot.
Thank you all. Yes.
Okay, back to the superintendent's report. We are in the middle of back-to-school night season. We have 5 back-to-school nights already completed with 3 more in the books. 3 more coming. We have the high school tomorrow night, Upper Greenwood Lake School on Thursday, and Macapin is our final back-to-school night on Tuesday. So we will be going to as many as we can, barring conflicts with other board events. Some other dates to remember for the entire community. On Thursday, October 5th, the West Milford Hall of Excellence will be having its first general meeting, which is open to the public. Previously, our executive committee has been meeting. This committee was approved by the board last school year. It is to honor alumni of our high school for all their contributions in the academic world. That meeting will be held at the high school library at 6:30 p.m. on October 5th.
You have 7 here.
The time has been changed from 7 to 6:30, and the location has been changed from the town library to the high school library as there was a conflict at the town library. Second night to remember, November 2nd, Safe Night, which is Substance Awareness and Family Empowerment Night at 5:30 at Macapin School. We'll be sending out additional information, but please save the date. Next up, our carbon monoxide detectors. A new law was passed last spring to take effect this school year, where carbon monoxide detectors are required in certain spaces in every school building, kitchens and science labs, things like that. So we are all set with those, and they've been installed everywhere they need to be. So we are covered there. Our 2016-17 HIB school self-assessments grades for last school years have been submitted to the department. I will read these scores out school by school. The maximum score is 78 points. I don't know where they get that number from, but all of our schools are in the 70s. So Apshua School is at 75, Maple Road 72, Marshall Hill 71, Paradise Knolls 77, Upper Greenwood Lake 73, Westbrook 75, Macapin and the high school are both 70. So these are for last school year, 2016-17, based on our self-assessments. Second to last, we have a new student representative here I would like to welcome. On behalf of the entire Board of Education, 12th grader at West Milford High School, Madison McIntyre. She's seated on my left, directly to the left of Dr. McQuaid, who was the first student representative to the Board of Education from West Milford High School a couple of years ago. Ms. McIntyre, do you have a student report for us?
I don't have a written one, but I do know that our football team has won 1 game, so that's good. And our field hockey team has been undefeated so far this season, and our band has taken overall best visual, music, and best percussion in our first competition.
Thank you very much. Next up, our monthly progress toward district goals. I have 2 things I want to touch on, but one of them is going to be discussed in greater detail by Mrs. West, so I'm not going to touch on the Fontes and Pinnell training. I think that will be covered in our next presentation. But one of our big goals this year, as you know, is math. So Mr. Novak and I, along with the administrative team last school year, looked for ways where we could better benchmark our students in the area of math. We identified Fontes and Pinnell, which is our benchmark reading assessment. That's what we use in language arts to see how our children are performing in the fall and then again in the spring. And we measure their growth from roughly September through, let's say, May. And we see how much they grew in reading. So we didn't have anything comparable in math. up until this year. So we spent the better part of a year researching software companies to see who can provide what we believe is the best software out there. And we settled on Renaissance Learning. It's a company, they offer something called STAR testing, which is a way to benchmark math scores for children in grades up to grade 8, where you're using a 4. So the training has been the last few weeks. We started testing, I believe, yesterday. It's the first day, and no glitches so far. So the test is designed to be completed either in a computer lab, or if you bring the computers into the classroom, it can be done right in the classroom. So it's very easy. It's very user-friendly. It's roughly 30 minutes per test. So if you add on the login time, which the first time may take a little while, it's usually typically the equivalent of one class period. So we have the potential to take this test 4 times a year. I don't think that's necessary, but we are going to take it at the very least 2 times per year to, again, measure the growth of our children quantifiably from the fall to the spring. And we can compare our schools with other schools in the county, other schools in the state, as well as nationwide. It's a very big test. It's got a huge data set already, so we know the numbers are reliable, and parents and teachers and principals are going to get, well, the principals and the teachers will get a huge stack of data, but the parents will get a summary sheet which basically says where this test believes your child is in math, which is to say the 57th percentile plus or minus 6 percentile points. So you can figure out a range there, and what we do is we try to measure the growth over time. So we're very excited about that. Like I said, we just started testing yesterday, and we should be wrapped up probably by the middle of next week, by October 6th, the end of next week. So we're confident, we're cautiously optimistic about that, and we think it's a very good thing. And one last thing I glanced over, I did mention the Hall of Excellence meeting. We have 2 members of the executive committee here tonight, Mrs. Dwyer and Mrs. Nebeker, who is also our treasurer. Since this is a new group, just started, we are trying to get all our paperwork in order, and it turns out that nothing's free. Although we thought things were free, it turns out nothing's free. So we need some money to get the ball rolling with this group. So I would like to make a donation of $100 to the West Milford High School Hall of Excellence. So if Ms. Dwyer, Ms. Nebeker can join me, we have a large novelty check. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's all for the superintendent's report. Yes.
Hi.
Sorry.
I just want to say thank you both for getting the STAR testing going. It sounds like a very promising procedure to help the math program in town.
Sure.
But I would like to circle back and ask you a question about the HIV.
Okay. Self-assessment?
Yeah. I have a recollection that 1 or 2 of our schools had no HIVs reported this year.
1.
Am I wrong?
It was Abshore.
It was definitely 1. I don't know if it was 2. Okay. I don't have that date in front of me.
All right.
It was Abshore.
The reason I bring it up is because in the governance training, they pretty much told us that if there are none, we're doing something wrong. So I don't know how we have such a lovely grade for a school that doesn't have any HIB reporting. So I'm going to ask you as the administrator to please look into that and make sure that everything's going according to what the state is requiring and what will protect the students.
Sure. No question. A lot of this is an audit, a self-audit. So if you're meeting with your school, with your HRB team, even if there are no HIBs to report, if you had the meeting, if there was nothing to report, you had the meeting, that's a check off on that.
They're regular children. It's impossible that there's not any HIB reporting. It's not possible.
Go to contact.
We'll look into it.
I got one question, Alex, about the STAR math. testing will be done next week. When do you expect to see the results from that testing?
Well, we have training on October 9th, which I believe is the Monday, Columbus Day, so we will be working with our staff on that day to determine how and when we release the information. We'd like it to be consistent across the district so that the parents from Maple Road receive their reports the same day as Marshall Hill and PK and so on and so forth. So we're going to use that day to regroup and discuss what we've learned and what the best lessons learned about STAR testing.
But will we see that, during the month of October or, November? I mean, I look at Park and we see it 5 months later. So
STAR testing, you get your grade basically when you hit enter.
Oh, okay. So is there a last question or?
Basically, yes. Now, obviously, you won't have your school report until the last student finishes.
Yep.
You won't have your district report until the last student in the last school finishes. And sometimes the national percentiles may change because they give a testing window. Being in the north, we're sort of at the tail end of the fall semester. Some of the southern schools may have already started in August and tested in August. So that has a small effect too. But it's our intention to move as expeditiously as possible.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Novak, the education report, please.
Good evening. I just want to follow up briefly on the STAR math as well. Dr. Animo mentioned October 9th. One of the other opportunities our staff will have on the 9th is they're going to see their data that day. The staff members are going to work with Renaissance Learning. They're going to be able to open up the data from their class from this assessment, which is why we had a 2-week window to get that assessment in and why we wanted it done by October 6th so they can get their data. And the power of the training on the 9th is to give the teachers the opportunity to see the data and then plan instruction accordingly. So we'll be able to see where our students are at now and be able to see where we might have gaps, where we have strengths, and so forth. So, that's a tremendous opportunity for our staff.
Absolutely.
That's on the 9th. On October 10th, we have a second day training, which is for our administration and what we're calling our core team of staff members, which includes our basic skills on-core teachers in the elementary schools and a couple math teachers from Acapin who are going to get a second day of that training to then see how we interpret that data on a school and district level, again for programmatic recommendations and that sort of thing. So it's a really great opportunity. Shifting away from the discussion of mathematics, we have with us tonight, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Sharon West. At a number of opportunities over the last few years, we've been talking about some of our initiatives, our professional development that the board has generously supported in terms of training in Readers and Writers Workshop. Dr. Anamon referred to a recent training with our Fontes and Bunnell benchmark assessment. So we thought it was a good opportunity now in September to highlight our language arts department and to give a brief overview of all things K-12 language arts that we have in the works. So Mrs. West has prepared a presentation, and she's going to go through and highlight some of our initiatives, program changes, professional developments, and really the current and the future of our program. So Mrs. West?
We clear out again.
Good evening. I'm so pleased to be able to be here. That's a really tough act to follow coming after the County Teacher of the Year, but I am pleased to say that Mrs. Petrosello is a part of the English department, so I'm very pleased to have the opportunity to share all the other wonderful things that are going on in the district in English language arts K-12. So this is all things ELA K-12. I will make it as succinct as possible. What we've been working on at West Milford High School, Macapin Middle School, and the elementary schools. The fruits of our PLC, I will start with the high school highlights. PLCs are our professional learning communities, which give our teachers an opportunity to meet in an organic way and to collaborate and share best practices and look at student work and to really talk about instruction in meaningful ways. And out of that came the reconfiguration of our English program of studies, which you may be familiar with. We are in year 3, phase 3 of that project. We've also incorporated ed camps, or the unconference model for professional development, in department and PLC time and in classrooms. And again, this gives teachers an opportunity to be the resident experts and to share their expertise, because there is a wealth of knowledge throughout the district, K to 12, not only in English but in other content areas. So this really gives teachers that opportunity to share their best practices and collaborate with one another in meaningful ways. And it's out of this work that our reconfiguration of the program of studies came. So very briefly, the rationale and goals: essentially, we wanted the students at the high school to be able to read in ways that were meaningful. This is an idea that was really came directly from the English department itself. And one of the best practices in reading, as we know, in all grade levels, is to incorporate choice. We don't generally read about one particular area of the world at one particular period of time. We tend to read things that interest us: horror, science fiction, history. So we reconfigured the program of studies to reflect that. It also reflects what students will experience in college, and it helps them to build their critical thinking, analytic, and some problem-solving skills along the way. So the rollout looked like, it's a 3-year plan that began in 2015-16 with our seniors. All courses were designated to meet at that time the 4th-year English requirements, as they are for every grade level that corresponds afterwards. The new courses include Gothic literature, literary science fiction and fantasy, historical fiction, psychology and literature, coming of age, medieval literature, study of human nature. The rollout continued from 2015-16. We offered 2 to 3 new offerings for seniors. In 2016-17, 2 to 3 new offerings for juniors and sophomores, respectively. And in 2017-18, this year, the freshmen had 2 to 3 offerings that they could choose from. We had a nice opportunity in the spring and June. We had Jefferson High School come to actually sit in on those classes, which was wonderful. It gave our teachers an opportunity to showcase their work. They went into the classrooms, got to speak to teachers on the prep, and talk about how this whole project unfolded. And it was a really wonderful opportunity to give the teachers at the high school a chance to shine. We continue to have our students writing and speaking for authentic audiences. We all know that as teachers, it's great when the teacher writes and the teacher is reading the work, but it is even more meaningful and more authentic when they are writing for an audience that reaches far outside the classroom. So as you know, we have the Highland Echo, which is an award-winning news site and newspaper. The Black and Gold Highland Review is we're starting our 3rd year of resurrecting the literary magazine. Both of those are headed by our very own Mrs. Petrosillo. We offer the Poetry Out Loud open mic night recitation contest. Again, students write and perform their own poetry, sometimes music, and we give them an opportunity to perform for their peers. For students that don't participate in that particular venue, we are having them collaborate digitally in the Google Classroom. Again, this is an opportunity for them to write in real time, get immediate feedback from their teachers and also from their peers. So that is also another form of authentic audience. Macoupin Middle School highlights. 2016-17, grade 7, we began the Reader's Workshop Professional Development, which was completely job embedded. You can see in these 2 pictures, we're showcasing Mrs. Infante's classroom and Mrs. Lyons. They really took this idea of a meaningful reading environment and ran with it. In 2017-18, our grade 7 is now participating in Writer's Workshop Professional Development. So teachers have really embraced this and moved forward and are really making it their own. At Macoupin Middle School continued. Just today we had our first session with grade 8 in the Reader's Workshop Professional Development. The 2 pictures that I have here are actually still grade 7, but I like the way the professional development unfolds. In the picture on the right you see our consultant who is doing a demo lesson for the actual students in the 7th grade, and the teachers are there to watch their own students. And then in the picture on the left we've got our teachers going to the elementary schools and looking at grades 5 and 6 and watching how their own colleagues in the district are implementing the model in the years that lead up to this. So again, really good, meaningful job embedded professional development. Our Macoupin PLC work continues. The outcomes have included articulation between and among grades in 7 and 8 with the honors testing with the help of Mr. Stryans at the middle school. We are completely Google Classroom for the honors testing, which has really expedited our process and really given students that authentic opportunity to test online. We have ongoing alignment with the New Jersey Student Learning Standards for ELA. They have ongoing articulation between general and special education English teachers. We discuss technology infusion and SAMR, and they talk about concrete examples of what that looks like in their classroom. And we have a teacher-led ed camp for a professional development day, again, where the teachers were able to showcase their skills and share practices that are really meaningful and useful to them. Last but certainly not least, the elementary schools overview. I'm just going to give you a quick list here. Balanced Literacy Support Team is in year 4. Writers Workshop Professional Development. Handwriting, grades K-2. Handwriting, grade 3. Our cursive launch. K-2, phonics pilot, and our benchmark assessment refresher, grades K-6. So I'll just give a bit more detail on each of those. Our Balanced Literacy Support Team is, in addition to the job-embedded professional development, it is 2 to 3 teachers at each elementary school who are there as go-to people to help their colleagues with all things related to balanced literacy. It's a volunteer committee, and they also perform other tasks like creating a teacher's guide for balanced literacy. This is a document that we collaborated on with the consultant. It is a development of what we call look-fors, so that one entering a Readers or Writers Workshop classroom knows what it is that they're looking for. What does it look like? What does it mean to be in a classroom like that? And how is it different from any other classroom format? So they did a very good job of developing this document. And they organized common assessments in writing for grades K-6. So they organized 3 writing types: narrative, informational explanatory, and opinion argument for all grade levels K-6. And yes, even kindergartners have an opinion about what the best pet is. So they will be writing to each of these prompts. It is an on-demand cold writing piece. They will then, they also organize writing samples and rubrics for those to be assessed. And we will use our articulation time to review and discuss what that writing looks like, and just talk about how we can inform our instruction, perhaps change the prompts, or just learn about the writing in general. Those writing samples will follow students kindergarten all the way through 6th grade. Ongoing professional development continued. Year 2, we are in year 2 of a 5-year initiative. Grades 3 and 4 will review and reflect on previous year's professional development post-implementation of their new units. Grade 5 will be immersed in the Writers Workshop training. Formats again include demonstration lessons, something called the fishbowl observation, where the presenter will show an instructional strategy. All the teachers can watch it there with their own students, and then they will do something called mirroring, which means they jump in and then immediately try it themselves with the students in the class. So it's all very, very job embedded. Handwriting relaunch. I call it a relaunch because we launched beta last year, which means that we are taking feedback through articulation meetings and monitoring, adjusting as we go. This was for grades K-2. We see our illustrious OTs in these pictures. I wanted to really give them tremendous credit for the incredible amount of work and effort that they've put into developing what is a multi-sensory, research-based, differentiated, best of the best, they call it, program tailored for West Milford students specifically. This is not an off-the-shelf. This is something that was designed with best practices in handwriting in mind. The role of the district occupational therapist can only be described as all in. The role of the teaching teams is our teaching teams and representative grade levels are producing lots of these documents. I have screen captured the Google folder with all of the documents that they have produced last summer and this summer as well. The results are a scope and sequence for each grade level. They've developed a uniform terminology document so that everyone is speaking the same language and using the same letter formations from school to school, from class to class. And they will also be implementing K-2 screenings in handwriting as well. So for grade 3, handwriting and cursive, this is a nice document that was produced by one of our teachers on the right, beautifully done. This is a new launch for 2017-2018. Again, we have the support of the occupational therapists, both in the creation of the program and the instruction in the program and the support of the program in classrooms. And we will, again, use our articulation meetings to monitor and adjust the progress, take all that feedback, reincorporate it in summer of 2018. K-2 phonics pilot, 3-year plan. This is a team of K-2 representative teachers from each elementary school. the timeline that we're looking at, and we want this to be very research-based and incorporated in a way that's going to be meaningful and timely. Summer, fall of 2017, we're going to do a review of the research, implementation of other programs and districts. That'll include visitations. Fall of 2017, select 2 to 3 programs to pilot in spring of 2018. September and November of 2018-2019, we're going to pilot 3 selected programs. Summer of 2019, make selections with feedback from all stakeholders. 2019 to 2020, full district implementation, that would be our goal. Last but certainly not least, Fountas and Pinnell benchmark reading assessment refresher. So Fountas and Pinnell, as we discussed earlier, it's a reading assessment. It determines student reading levels compared to their age-appropriate expectations. We use this data to inform instruction and to differentiate instruction, specifically in the Reader's Workshop model. The initial training and administration of this benchmark assessment began in 2009 with grades K to 6. It's given biannually in the fall and the spring, every year since then. This was a K to 6 wide refresher for all elementary Encore and literacy specialists, just to ensure calibration among administrators, schools, classrooms. It's been a bit of time since the original training. We wanted to ensure accuracy and to just incorporate the latest in Fountas and Pinnell's own research. I thank you for this opportunity to share the wonderful things that teachers are doing in English language arts, and enjoy a couple of extra pictures of the Rotary Grade 3 dictionary distribution, also a big piece of ELA, and one of our students at Open Mic Night in 2016.
Thank you. 4 and 6. Thank you, Mrs. West. I know just some of the feedback and seeing these initiatives in place this school year has been a tremendous start. We're only, we're barely out of the month of September, and a majority of the work that was just displayed in this presentation is already in place, and most of these initiatives have already hit the ground and reminding us of where we were last year, along with our summer meetings. So really off to a good start. So thank you again, Mrs. West, for coming and really doing an elaborate job. Having Mrs. West here tonight was first in what I plan to be many opportunities for us to have this type of presentation for our content areas. I think as a board, you'll get a little bit more of a background knowledge for the things that we're doing. I reference some of these things often. The presentation like this will give you some more background knowledge when we talk about it going forward. Looking ahead, October is going to be our testing presentation, so we're not going to have a content-specific presentation that month. November, we'll be talking about schools of character, and we'll do our display in the back of the room as we did last November, as well as bring in Mr. Kane. Mr. Kane was one of the leaders in our, Mr. Kane, principal from Maple Road, one of the leaders in our Boys and Girls Learn Differently training that we launched last year. The board supported the opportunity to send Mr. Kane out and get another level of training that enables him to be an on-site trainer for our staff. So he's going to be here in November to talk about some of the initiatives that we started last year, some of the things going on at Maple Road, and then we'll project forward to our other schools. We are also then looking for December to be our math presentation, and at that time we're hoping that we're going to have the ability to talk about our first round of the STAR Math assessment, as well as some of the goals and objectives set forth on October 9th in our PD sessions, and then followed through in our faculty and department meetings going forward. So between now and January, we've got a full slate of opportunities to really get the board and the public with a good knowledge base of the things that we're doing. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Novak. Barbara, special reports and correspondence, please.
We have the minutes from the August 22nd board meeting, regular and executive session.
Okay.
I move to approve board minutes of August 22nd, workshop regular, and executive session meeting.
Second.
Any discussion?
I'll have to abstain.
Me too.
Okay. All right then, roll call, please.
Normally.
Or not in the roll call. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? You
Abstained.
abstain, and I'm going to abstain also, Barbara, because I didn't get a chance to read through them, so. Legal report.
Sure, I have some items to discuss in executive session, where my legal reports are always done.
Okay. Joe, we spoke, and I asked you if you could give a little primer on emails and what we are allowed to discuss in executive session.
Right, well, that's why the question earlier was a good one. Just about the executive session resolution. That resolution's on the agenda because of the Open Public Meetings Act, the OPMA. Really, that law is just to ensure that the public is aware of every action that the board takes, every board meeting, official meeting of the board, every vote, any authorization that the board does has to take place in public in view of members of the public who ever decide to come to the meeting or read the minutes. That's why they also call it the Sunshine Law. Makes a little bit of sense on that. Of course, there are some items that are discussed in executive session, like personnel, legal issues, student matters, those kind of confidential matters that cannot be discussed in front of the public because of privacy concerns. And when those items come up, we go into executive session to discuss them. The law also requires that since all official meetings of the board must take place in public, that means anytime there's more than 5 board members, that's an official meeting, because official action could be taken if 5 board members got together and voted on something. That would be official action. So any discussions with more than 5 or more board members or votes or anything like that has to take place right here at an announced public meeting with public notice. When we get into emails and things like that, we don't like to email the full board. We don't like to engage in discussions with the full board. Usually what happens is maybe an email goes out to the full board with some information saying there's a meeting coming up this day. Are you available? That kind of thing is fine. But if you're asking for somebody's thoughts on the matter, that can be construed to be a meeting. And when you're discussing and replying to all. And we can't do that because they need to be official meeting of the board to have those discussions. Otherwise, committee meetings, those things are acceptable at any time. So that's kind of just a quick overview of what the law requires. If anybody is interested, I don't know why you would be. The statute reference is 10:4-12, and it actually lays out every exception, every item that we can discuss. There's way more than the few that I mentioned. There's about 19 of them.
Yep.
So then we can go into executive session and discuss any of those other things.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Joe. President's report. I had our last meeting in an effort to do some team building. I asked everybody to just come up with one nice thing to say about your fellow board members. And it's something that I think needs to be done. And I told everybody I'd go first. This shouldn't, for each one of us, I mean, God, I think I'm going to be done in about 30 seconds. So I'm going to start with Mr. Drew. I think he's tenacious and dedicated. Terry, I think you're really generous. Glenn, you're thorough and consistent. Will, conscientious and determined. Rodney, you're extremely practical. Debbie, you're very kind-hearted. Nicole, when you have feelings about something, you're very passionate about it, and I respect that. And Greg, if he was here, he's strong-willed and funny. And I don't think there's anybody who can disagree with us. Steve, I see you got your paper up in front of you. You want to go next?
Sure. Mr. Dave, he's humorous, and he's very committed to youth sports. Puts a lot of time in. He's got a nice haircut. Mr. Sitter is very hardworking. Spends time to understand the issues, concerned about the taxpayers, and committed to the middle of our class to ensure that the improvements we make apply to everyone. Mr. Wyatt, as a great teacher's perspective, you know the system, and frankly, you've had some incredible ideas, very, very good ideas that we all benefit from for efficiencies and improvements. Sorry. Mr. Food, persistent, organized, bright guy, he learns quickly, good. He invests the time it takes to understand the issues. Ms. Fritz, nice shoes, you always have great shoes.
I got that.
You're obviously very committed to the kids, put the kids first in what you're doing. Mr. Huber, bright fellow, a gifted wordsmith. I really have respect for the way you put things together. You're thorough. You take the time to understand the issues to make sure that you're making good decisions, even when I disagree with you. You're committed to improvements in the district and academics. Ms. O'Brien.
Oh, God.
Oh, I really appreciate your compassionate, you care about the kids. It shows. You've had some really good perspectives with regard to public employees and the issues related to those. And really appreciate those perspectives. And finally, I think you've helped me to see more about special education and understanding the issues regarding that. So it's just valuable as well. Mr. Robbins learns quickly. Very concerned about the kids and taxpayers, and I appreciate that. And of course, you didn't today, but you usually wear nice ties. So that's my one.
Okay. Debbie?
Oh, I'm going to have to, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
No, I'd like to, but after following you and doing, I will have to ruminate my thoughts together and come up with something. My apologies.
Okay, Glenn?
Okay. Greg speaks well and is a great advocate for the sports program. Nicole is a good cheerleader for the district administration and schools. Debbie is kind and has excellent instincts. Steve, he's got a great knowledge base and grasp of statistical analysis. He keeps focus on our greatest priorities for the board. A little bit of a Jiminy Cricket there in that aspect. He keeps academic education in his mind as a priority, and I appreciate that as well. And preparation of the students for the real world. He gives a real world perspective to the board that's a great benefit. Will, I'm going to echo somebody else. You're a great advocate for the regular students. That we often look at the most gifted and the least gifted, and you're keeping us on point with the vast majority of students that are between those two poles. Thank you. Rodney has great courage of his convictions. He'll stand up for things even if it's not something everybody else agrees with. Terry brings a great knowledge to the district of personnel and academic life. Jim consistently tries to get the board to collaborate to improve the district overall and provides us with the needed leadership to keep moving forward instead of stagnating. That's what I've got.
Okay. Nicole?
I have to be honest, my day job didn't really allow me to put a lot of time into this. I a little bit don't feel that this is the right forum for this. I expressed that in advance. I feel like we have a lot on our agenda and a lot to get through, and we've already are way behind schedule, but I'll just say that I appreciate the passion that everyone brings to their role here, and that, you know, getting the job done and doing the best for the district. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Terry?
Sorry. I did not do this. I didn't feel that this was the venue. We have enough on our plate right now. We could have done this at a retreat. But I will echo Nicole's comment that I respect every board member, even though we are sometimes disagreeing. But I certainly don't feel this was the venue. Thank you.
Mr. Seidowitz.
Mr. Robbins believes in the importance and strength of West Milford Special Education Program. Can you? Hello? All right. Yeah, I think I was better like this. Mr. Foodie is strong-willed at making sure that the board and administration is held to task. Mrs. Dwyer brings an important life career as an educator to the table. Mr. Bailey brings over 20 years of district history to the table as our longest-serving trustee. Mrs. Fritz brings the perspective of a mother of two with the most at stake by our decisions. Mr. Huber provides strong conviction that bullying is critical to our school's climate. Mrs. O'Brien is the most overtly sincere trustee in her desire to see what's best for all our kids. And when she has tears of joy after student presentations, that honestly makes me happy to be a father. Mr. Bruce has a Zen-like focus on the education aspect of all our decisions, and his Southern style always seems to soften my Jersey attitude.
Okay, thank you, Will.
I don't think I missed anybody.
Okay.
Mr. Roselli?
Thank you.
That's okay. I'm sorry, Jim. I didn't really prepare something as
That's
well as
okay.
everyone has done here. I do, in fact, respect every one of you as a board member, and we do have a very big mix of people, and I do respect everyone's piece of making decisions, and I always look forward to getting into conversations with everyone's personalities. So.
Okay. Thank you, Rodney. Thank you, Debbie.
Yeah, I'm going to jump in with what Robbie said. I think we come here with different experiences, different educational backgrounds, different occupational backgrounds, and I would like to do this. I'm very moved by what everybody has said about each other and about me, and I thank you very much for your observations. I don't take this position lightly, and I know neither of you do either. None of you do either. So I want to just say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And that means everybody on the board.
Thank you, Debbie. I just think that this took us about 8-9 minutes. It's just a good way of, somebody, said a kumbaya moment, but I mean, it's nice to know that how we feel about each other, even though we got a lot of differences, we're all here for the same reason, which is for the kids. So that's where we need to put our focus, and I think we are. So I thank everybody for participating, and we'll move on. We have petitions and requests. Petitioners have requested to speak prior to the meeting will be first with 5 minutes for each petitioner for a period of 30 minutes, and then time permitting, other petitions and requests limited to 5 minutes per petitioner will be allowed until the 30-minute period transpires. Petitioners speaking during petitions and requests are asked to address topics listed in the agenda. All speakers are asked to give their full name, spell their last name, and provide their address. Speakers may not use the names of students during petitions and requests. Barbara, has anybody requested to speak?
No.
Okay. Is there anybody who would like to speak regarding something on the agenda?
Seeing none, I'd like to close petitions and requests.
Second.
Thank you, Debbie and Will. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay.
All right, I'd like to make a few amendments to the agenda before we accept it. Page 6, section Education, Resolution 14. We received a new HIB today at about 2 o'clock. So this is going to be 2018/E-2, and it will be unsubstantiated. On page 11, Personnel Student Affairs, Resolution number 20, we're going to add 2 substitute teachers. First one is Jennifer Lobruto, L-O, capital B-R-U-T-T-O. That's a teacher, substitute teacher. And the second name is Sean Palin, S-E-A-N, capital P-A-L-E-N. That's a substitute teacher also. On page 12, Personnel Student Affairs, number 21. We are going to add Mona Harrison, that's capital M-O-N-A, Harrison, capital H-A-R-R-I-S-O-N, that's a CAF aide. We are also going to add Susan Rains, R-A-I-N-S, as a CAF aide and also as a secretary.
CAF aide and secretary?
Substitute.
Or substitute?
Substitute. Okay. Page 14, Personnel Student Affairs, resolution number 34. There is a incorrect number there. Matthew Gramata is correct. Pit musician coordinator is correct. The actual amount is $364, not $3,364. So you strike the 3.
I think he might argue with that.
In the thousands column. And the last one is going to be on the following page, page 15, Personnel Student Affairs, resolution 36. The name Daniel Kaiser should be Danielle Kaiser. D-A-N-I-E-L-L-E. Thank you.
Okay. I need a motion to adopt the agenda as presented with the modifications and the hand carry.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented with modifications by Dr. Anamone and the hand carry under personnel student affairs.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Debbie and Terry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All right, Terry, we shall start with you with education, please.
Okay, I'd like to move items 1 through 13 for approval.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
Question?
Go ahead.
Number 2 sounds great. I'd love to have a little bit more explanation on that, and I think the public might like to hear about this one.
Heroes and Cool Kids is a Heroes and Cool Kids is a new program. We have a teacher on staff in our high school named Mrs. Bomser. First name, I'm going blank. Help me out. Kelly Bomser. Thank you. Sorry. Wasn't prepared for that. Kelly Bomser, she worked with this program not only as a student teacher, but she also was a student who benefited from this program. She talked to our athletic director and some of our other high school staff members and talked about a program which is basically it's a mentoring program, and it is a anti-substance abuse program that we are going to begin with in our high school, where we are able to create an application process for our high school students who want to be those mentors, and we want to be able to vet our students and select our students who are going to be those great role models. Those students are then they go through a training program through Bergen County Tech, and they would then visit our elementary schools. They would work with 5th and 6th graders across the district. So it's a new program. It's like I said, it's essentially one of the recommendations we've seen through not only through character.org, but also through some of the conversations about substance abuse, is the power of the the power of the peer and that positive peer influence, and having our students be the leaders in that regard is a great thing for us to be able to do. We are going to have Ms. Spomser, Mr. Trentacosta, and hopefully a representative from the program to be with us at Safe Night on November 2nd when we open our doors at 5:30 for our registration period. We're also going to have a vendor fair type atmosphere where we're going to have informational tables there for all of the resources that we have in our community and our schools. And one of those exhibits during that time period will be Heroes and Cool Kids, just to talk about where we're at. The initial training is on October 19th. And our staff members will be going to, get the whole scope of the program and then be able to bring it back to our schools. So we're hoping for a winter implementation, where we would get our students trained and then, organize that process where they would go out and visit our elementary schools. So very, very excited about it.
That sounds great.
Awesome.
I have a quick technical question. The resolution doesn't mention elementary school mentoring. So do we need to change that, make a change or an amendment, or is it fine?
As it just says high school to mentor middle school.
That's right.
I think it's fine right now because no mentoring has taken place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fifth and sixth.
Yeah. And this is just to approve the program and get the training done.
Okay.
We could certainly amend that.
Yeah.
That's middle school grades.
Yeah. A lot of districts have sixth grade and middle school, so I think the language is.
I don't think there's anything to do with it now. It's an administrative thing.
Okay.
And number 7, I had a question about. I'm just wondering what class that'll help.
That is our business trades and our engineer. We just renamed the course the Intro to Engineering philosophy. That is all through Mr. Beatty. Actually, Mr. Beatty's son-in-law or his son. Help me too. No more lifelines on this one. And also, Mr. Beatty organized it. He has a relative. I don't know if it's a son-in-law. I may have just made that up. Who works at this group, and they're going to do a site visit and hear from the professionals in the field and give the students in those courses a little glimpse of what this looks like in the real world.
So it's an architectural and environmental planning firm?
Yes.
Great. Sounds good.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please, then, Barbara, on items 1 through 13.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Robbins? Mrs. Fritz?
Yes.
Mr. Huber?
No to number 5, yes to the rest.
Mr. Foodie?
Yes.
It's his son. It's his son. I worked it out.
Mrs. O'Brien, Personnel and Student Affairs.
Okay, I would like to move item number 1 under personnel student affairs.
Well,
Mr.
That we're going to do.
We still have to do the public hearing.
We're going to do that after executive session.
Oh, okay.
So what we'll
Nobody gave me the clip notes on this.
So what we'll do, Debbie, I'm sorry, I should have explained. Since we're going to go into executive session and discuss this, we'll allow the public to speak, since it's a public hearing, if they have any input. So we'll start with that. Is that good, Joe?
Yeah, by law, we have to have a, quote, public hearing on any superintendent contract amendment, which this is. So this would constitute the public hearing. If anybody has a comment, that's great. If not, the public hearing will be concluded.
Okay.
It's a matter of responsibility.
Okay. Does anybody wish to speak about item number 1 under personnel, is the amendment for the superintendent's contract? Okay, we've, Debbie met our obligation, so we're going to discuss that after executive session.
We'll vote on it after executive session.
We'll vote on it after executive session. Did the board want to And item 2, Joe, if we discuss that, is that done in executive session, or?
It is, but item 2 is a separate issue.
Okay.
So we can,
all right.
If you want to wait, we can wait. Otherwise,
Did the board want to wait until after exec?
Yes.
Do it all together.
And do the 1 and 2 together?
Well, I'm going to say they are separate. Item 2 is a contractual issue from the original contract that's in place now.
Yes.
So they're not together. Item 2 is with the regular contract that's in place now. So they're not exactly together. They are both related to his contract. So we can do it after exec or not. But just to be clear, item 2 is a contractual requirement that we have to discuss with the contract that's in place now that was already approved last year.
Is it open for public discussion, or do we have to?
No, item 2 is an executive session
discussion.
So then we should wait.
If there's any questions or discussions about it.
Will?
I think you answered my question, but
okay.
Mr. Roselli, so it would be improper if you have any discussion on item 2.
If there's discussion item 2, questions or anything like that, it's a personnel action item. We should discuss it in executive session. If you have questions or discussion, we should wait on this resolution until after executive session.
Thank you.
Okay, well, let's...
So we're tabling number 2 until after exec?
Well, yeah, we'll just vote on it. We'll vote on it until after exec. We don't have to table it.
It's a week and the world changes. No, I do not, but I have no choice. Okay, boys and girls, let's do items 3 through 36 under personnel student affairs.
Second.
Oh, thank you, Will.
Any discussion? Go ahead,
I've
Glenn.
always got the questions.
Go ahead, Glenn.
15 through 18, are those increases or decreases? So we don't have the base number to judge by.
There are changes in their contract. Most likely, they are increases in the hours that they're on the bus.
Okay. What number did you go through?
Good. 30...
All right, you're in the
36.
30s, okay.
Yeah, not into the Hampshire yet. Sorry.
I have a question about number 28. It's a change of assignment from for speech language specialist from Westbrook to both Westbrook and Maple Road. I'm just want to make sure that we have enough coverage for Westbrook, or is there just not enough business for her at Westbrook?
Good question. So anytime that I transfer somebody from one building to another or request that they then cover more than one school, it's because all the mandates in that one primary school can be accommodated by that therapist. So in this particular situation, Ms. Ferrioli can absolutely service her students at Westbrook. There's still room that she would need in her schedule for here. And then with the overflow, she, in a conversation with her, provided me with the amount of time that she would be able to give to our autism program at Maple Road. So she'll be then helping with the overflow over there. So anytime we do this internally, I give, credit to my staff because they're able to then internally use the resources we have to be able to accommodate the new needs. Yeah, but Westbrook is definitely taken care of.
Thank you.
I can assure you.
Any other discussion on items 3 through 36? Roll call, please, Barbara.
Mrs. Robbins.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor.
Yes.
Mr. Drew.
Yeah.
Ms. O'Brien. Yes. Mrs. Fritz.
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz.
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer.
Yes.
Mr. Huber.
Yes.
Mr. Foodie.
Yes.
I'd like to move the items 37 through 43 on the hand carry personnel student affairs.
Second.
Thank you.
Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please, Barbara.
Mrs. Dwyer.
Yes.
Mr. Bailey.
Yes.
Mr. Drew.
Yeah.
Mrs. O'Brien. Yes. Mrs. Fritz.
Yes.
Mr. Huber.
Yes.
Mr. Robbins.
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz.
Yes.
Mr. Foodie.
Yes.
Personnel, round 2, later on tonight. Be there, be square.
Mr. Drew, budget and finance, please.
I'd like to move items 1 through 14.
Second.
Any discussion? Barbara, on item 6, the shuttle service for the Autumn Lights Festival, the town's going to reimburse us for that?
Yeah.
Okay. There was some questions from other people, and I remembered that from last year, but I just wanted
Yeah,
to doubly sure.
Just to clarify, that's for alternative parking? The people
Right.
are going to park different places and then
Yeah,
get
I
bussed over?
believe Hillcrest
Yeah.
and maybe PAL.
Yep.
Okay.
Does A&P also?
Yeah, that's probably another good spot.
Can somebody explain 8 and 9?
Well, I was going to ask about 9, but go ahead.
8 and 9. We have an online program to record absences. So if a teacher is going to be absent, they have to put that absence into this program, and then the subs that we have available can put in for that class.
It's just software we use for our substitutes
Most school
daily.
districts use it, and it eliminates a calling service where you actually had somebody call at 5 o'clock in the morning. And we've had it now for about 7 or 8 years.
Okay. Great.
And number 9 is
It's our website.
website hosting and the email filtering for the students.
I was going to ask, is that for us or just for the students? Okay. Any other, Steve?
Item 12. Why are we doing that? Line 12.
You said 12?
Yeah.
Well, I try to join as many community groups as I can, Rotary, Lions, things of that nature, to really get out and about and meet with community members. So the Lions membership is annual, and it expired June 30th. So we just now got this paperwork in from them, and this is for my new membership fee.
Are you actually attending those?
When they don't conflict with board events, which is hard, but as many as I can.
Number 4, is there a cost associated with that? The submission?
That was already, for the greenhouse replacement?
Yeah.
That was already included in this current budget. I believe it was a $15,000 fee to do all of the rendering and the submissions.
It was already anticipated and budgeted.
That was in our current budget,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I have to ask, what's a duct diffuser?
What?
What's it under number 2? What's a duct diffuser?
Oh.
And what was the base amount? What are we actually going up? How much more are we going up here? There's no base amount here that we started at.
Glenn? Diffusers.
The diffusers are where the air comes out
Okay.
from the auditorium.
Oh, all right.
And they had to open up the ceiling before they could tell what was underneath it.
Okay. And how much more are we paying? It's an increase of $10,867?
The total increase over the allowance that we had was,
And the number I'm not seeing is what we were originally paying before that.
I think, the original contract?
No. It says that it's an increase of $10,867 and change, and there was a balanced budgeted of $30,000 originally.
That was
That was an allowance budget.
that was an allowance
Okay.
in the original contract.
So what were we already paying out of the $30,000 is what I'm asking.
Oh, out of that 30,000, we
Yeah.
rewired the auditorium and put new heat detectors in.
Okay.
That was done a few months ago because the original plans don't include any changes to the fire alarm system because we weren't doing the entire fire alarm system. So when we exposed the wiring, since it was the original, we had new wiring put in, and that ate up we used part of the allowance for that. And now these other change orders that were done are over and above the original.
All right. Are we still within the $30,000?
No, it's
Okay.
it's in
That's what I
excess
want.
now.
So now we're what, a little under 8,000 over?
Yeah.
So we're at 38,000. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I have a question with regards to number 4, Barbara, the last sentence. This project is being funded as other capital projects and will not require state funding, and the district is not seeking a grant. Are we able to get a grant? No? Okay.
I'd just like to say thank you to William Bose for donating the automobile to the auto shop. That's great. Thank you.
Beat me to it.
Sorry.
Any other discussion on items 1 through 14? Under Budget and Finance? Seeing none, roll call, please, Barbara.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz?
No to 5, yes to the remainder.
Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Robbins?
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz?
Yes.
Mr. Huber?
Abstain to number 5 and yes to the rest.
Mr. Foodie?
Yes. Steve?
I'd like to move item number 15.
Any discussion? Barbara, I didn't get a chance to go through the list of bills. Are we making any payments on the auditorium
Yes.
in this bill list? What are we, do you know offhand?
Paying the payment application of $290,000 maybe,
Okay.
payment?
And that's to the GC or to some of the subs?
No, to the GC.
Well, no, the reason I ask is did the GC seek the bid for seating? That was something we did, didn't we?
That was ours.
That was
our
ours that we did.
contract.
Okay. Have we paid that
No.
yet? Okay. All right. Any other discussion? Roll call, please, on item 15, Barbara.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Robbins?
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz?
Yes.
Mr. Huber?
Yes to payroll and utilities, abstain to the remainder.
Mr. Foodie?
I'm going to have to say the yes, the same as Mr. Huber did. Payroll and utilities, I didn't get a chance to go over the bills, so I want to make sure our teachers are paid. Okay, 16, Steve?
I'd like to move item number 16, transfer fund resolution.
Second.
Discussion? Barbara, I see that we're, guess what, 3 months into the new year, we're already transferring money into our legal fund, our line item for legal expenses, and wondering why we have to at this early stage of the game.
Well, because what we've done, instead of paying, when we encumbered the entire amount of money, there was an audit recommendation to us that instead of paying the monthly bills as they come up, we encumber the entire amount of money that we spent in the previous year. So we're encumbering a larger amount of money than we normally would. It's a little, I'm trying to simplify it, but it's a little...
Oh, it says for legal fees for special litigation. This is something from last year, maybe, do you know this?
Is this, wait, let me find it. Let me find it.
Or it's 16,000, not 11,000.
There
was, yeah.
You have to do it up front because.
Yeah, what happened was after the budget was cast, the 17-18 budget, we received a lawsuit, and we have special counsel. So that's a separate purchase order, which was not planned when the budget was prepared in 17-18.
Okay.
So we have to transfer money in there to cover the purchase order.
Okay. Any other discussion? Roll call, please. Barbara, item 16.
Mrs. O'Brien.
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz.
Yes.
Mr. Drew.
Yes.
Mr. Bailey.
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer.
Yes.
Mr. Robbins.
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz.
Yes.
Mr. Huber.
Yes.
Mr. Foodie.
I'm going to abstain.
I'd like to move item number 17, approval of the board secretary's report.
Second.
Any discussion? Go ahead, Steve.
Quick question. Off the top of your head, how does the 9.6 million on June 30th compare to the previous year?
I don't.
That's fine if you don't.
No, it's probably more only because we have the funding from the bonds. Or, I don't have a comparison.
Okay, roll call, please.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Robbins?
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz?
Yes.
Mr. Huber?
Abstain.
Mr. Foodie?
Yes.
I'd like to move item number 8.
Hold on, Steve. I think Debbie's going to do the same thing I was going to do. Go ahead, Deb.
Time is 9:11. I think we need to extend our meeting for a little bit.
All right, so
20 minutes?
you want to give it 9:30?
9:30.
Okay.
Okay?
Second.
All in,
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Steve?
I'd like to move item number 18.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please, Barbara, on item 18.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Robbins?
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz?
Yes.
Mr. Huber?
Yes.
Mr. Foodie?
Yes. Number 19, Steve?
Sorry, I was looking at line 19, 50 from 7. I'd like to move item number 19.
Second.
Discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please, Barbara?
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Robbins?
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz?
Yes.
Mr. Huber?
Abstain.
Mr. Foodie?
I'm going to have to abstain on that one as well. Number 20, Steve.
I'd like to move item number 20.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Robbins?
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz?
Yes.
Mr. Huber?
Yes.
Mr. Foodie?
Abstain. Glenn, policy.
I feel so inadequate. I'll move item number 1 on policy, the only item.
Oh, and I second it for you, Mr.
You got 43.
And I've still got more to go.
Any discussion?
Be that way.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing none, roll call, please, Barbara.
Ms. O'Brien?
No.
Mr. Seidowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Abstain.
Mr. Robbins?
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz?
Abstain.
Mr. Huber?
Yes.
Mr. Foodie?
Yes. Okay, we be moving on to special committees and liaison reports. Mr. Seidowitz, start with you.
There was a recreation advisory meeting on September 21st, and items discussed pertaining to the board were that the cooperative efforts with the district that the township has had have been well accommodated, and I'd like to thank Mr. Anman, Ms. Francisco, Mr. Trinacosta, Mr. Novak, and any others who helped with the efforts with Mr. Roteman. I was surprised when the committee discussed Board of Education fields that I didn't know existed, and to further educate myself on these fields, I met with Mr. Roteman and discussed the fields on Monday, and the fields were Apshios Field, Maple Road, Paradise Knolls, Marshall Hill, and Westbrook. We discussed the current conditions, the responsibilities of the township versus what the Board of Education would do, God bless you, and cooperative effort between the two during the school year. We also both expressed a strong desire for joint Township Board of Education meetings, and I hope that we, as a board, can push harder against the council to hopefully make that happen. Also, we talked about the Beyond the Bell program, and that is for 5th through 8th grade students to go to the Teen Center after school, and they get a ride there, and I think it's a great thing I wish I had going through school, and maybe if you haven't done a lot of PR on it yet, maybe the administration would just push.
We're inviting them to November 2nd to also have an exhibit table in our registration area.
Excellent. I think this is a great program. And lastly, the next meeting of the committee will be on October 19th at 7:30 at the Township Library. That's my report.
Okay, the first safety meeting of the year is October 26th. A report will be forthcoming. Mrs. Dwyer, Superintendent's Roundtable?
We resume our meetings tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Thursday, so I'll have a report for the next meeting.
Okay, thank you. Mrs. O'Brien, Passaic County School Boards.
The first meeting of the Passaic County School Board Association will be taking place on October 12th at the Wayne Hills High School. The focus of the meeting will be a STEM workshop. I have not signed up yet, but I will be, so I should have a report next month.
Okay, New Jersey School Boards Association, Mr. Seidowitz.
On October 6th, the NJSBA is going to have a historical perspectives in leadership workshop. I'm not entirely sure what that indicates, but it's at 30 Washington Place in Morristown from 9 to 3 p.m. So I'll look further into that and report back to the board. On October 23rd to 26th, that is our workshop, and I suggest that we all review our scheduled events and choose what we'll be attending, and perhaps we can share our schedules. That way, if we share interest, we can kind of correlate that. Also, any mandatory governance trainings must be registered for independently of the workshop. That's my report.
Thank you, Will. Mr. Drew, Legislative.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything.
Okay. Mr. Drew, Technology Oversight.
Don't have anything there. I'll have to meet with them.
Okay. Mrs. O'Brien, West Milford Education Foundation.
Due to a family emergency, I had missed the meeting which took place 2 weeks ago. So I don't have it. I've received a few emails, but I don't have anything. I'm not comfortable in releasing any information because I wasn't there. So it's kind of like people are asking questions and stuff like that. So, but the bottom line, next meeting is October 19th.
Okay.
So I should have
An update for us.
an update for you. I think.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Huber, CASA.
The last meeting, there was discussion, of course, about the November 2nd event that is, the CASA is working with the school district on that. It sounds like it's going to be a really great family-style event. So I encourage anybody to sign up for it. How do we sign up for that?
It'll be in the same manner that we did for our digital citizenship night. There'll be a flyer that goes home with a mandatory RSVP deadline so that we can prepare dinner and seating and arrange our schedules and that sort of thing. The flyer will be shared with the WAMPA group on Thursday morning. And when we advertise once more for our cyberbullying event, which is on October 5th, we're also going to give a little save the date notice for November 2nd district-wide, and we expect that flyer to come out within the first 2 weeks of October. So once that flyer goes out, we'll be really pushing it within our schools. It's for grades, all students and families from grades 5 through 8.
I think the CASA community would appreciate it if we could do like a Honeywell maybe to save the date really quick before the end of this
that's how all
month.
this will go out.
Before the end of this week, so we don't...
It'll go out Friday with that.
Okay,
Right. The announcement will be Honeywell Friday.
November 2nd.
Oh, that,
They've also discussed they're going to have a presence at ALF. They're going to have a table, and they'll do various things. Have various materials and things at the table for people, including they've recognized a correlation between substance abuse prevention and children being involved in sports, scouts, 4-H, all kinds of different things that, activities and belonging into organizations. And so they're planning on doing something where the information for who to contact to get involved in those organizations would be.
Okay. It's not on the list, but I think everybody got copied on email from Dave Oshinsky regarding the Friends of Wallace.
Yeah, we do.
Their next meeting is October 6th, and I'm going to attend that. I asked the council if they could send somebody, because after reading those emails, it was apparent that things aren't rosy over there. So maybe by having both a member from the school board and a member from the town council, it might bring a little bit of civility there. But it also gives us a good opportunity to see what they're doing with the property and then report back. So I'm going to attend that meeting on the 6th. So
Is it October 6th?
October 6th, yeah, I think it's a Thursday. It's a Thursday.
Friday night.
Or Friday, okay. But pretty sure that's what it is. I have it in a email. I'll send it out in case anybody else wants to go too. But I think it might be a good way of informing us, but helping them out too. So with that, we're going to move on to. What? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to ask a quick question to Mr. Novak. I'm not very on the spot. The event for November 2nd, that's not the same as the citizenship. That's not the same as the
Congressionally recognized digital citizenship. You have to put that in the front. I apologize. No, it is no. The date for Digital Citizenship Night will be March 20th. I'm going to start that advertising also. But no, it is a totally separate date. We are using the same format from that event, and we are applying it to what we're calling an annual event. So this will be our first annual SAFE Night. So we are intending to have the fall for our SAFE event, and the spring will continue our work with digital citizenship. Also along that vein, you got me speaking, so I apologize. On October 6th, we are going to be having a district-wide digital citizenship day where we're going to be launching our lessons that we have in place, the curriculum that we've adopted for digital citizenship. So we're going to be starting that on October 6th. Coupled with that, we have our speaker coming in that you approved. You know I was going to pull it out. Number 10 earlier with High Impact was a speaker named Mrs. Melissa Straub. She's been here in the past. She does a presentation for parents and for our students on cyberbullying, specifically through the lens of digital citizenship. So along that vein, we're starting that now, and then we'll have that event in the spring.
No fundraising component, you're not looking for donations for that event, are you?
Yes. It's funny you should ask.
Oh.
I haven't, so at this point, we have commitments from a number of our local coaches for camps that they run in the summer. So with Digital Citizenship Night, we donate and raffle Chromebooks, Xbox, those types of things. With the SAFE event, our raffle is going to have a little bit of a different flavor to it. As Mr. Huber mentioned when he was talking about CASA, he talked about the connection between involvement in scouts and sports and guitar and those types of things, preventing students from going down the wrong path. So that is going to be the focus of our raffle efforts. So if any of you can, work with a community organization that you are a part of for donations along that line, we are looking for the donation of activity for students to be involved in. So like I said, we have commitments from many of our coaches to donate weeks of the camps that they run here through our schools. We have a number of commitments from the centers that are around our town, like I forget the name of the ice skaters. What's the Skylands? Skylands out on 23. Laser One in Hamburg. Castle Fun Center, who provides some free certificates just for quick giveaways. But we are going to be looking for donations to provide more time for students to get involved in activities. So I do have a scheme that I will present to the board in a private manner.
Before I forget, the November 2nd Safe Night is co-sponsored with CASA. So we do have a keynote speaker coming that night for our culminating event, a nationally recognized speaker, and the cost will be split 50-50 between the district and CASA. So it's a really nice community event, and we're excited. As you can tell, we're very excited for it.
Thank you.
Okay, now we'll move on to old business. We have Hillcrest School. We'll be, I guess, discussing that and kill two birds, one with the joint meeting with the Township that we have on October 11th.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Where is that meeting going to be held?
Town Hall.
Town Hall, okay.
We also have under old business the Macapin and high school roofs. Anything on that, Barbara?
They're working on the punch list.
Okay.
They've been coming up on weekends because they can't work during the week when the kids are here.
Okay.
So we're getting closer to completion.
Okay. They doing the penthouse, I guess it is, at Westbrook? They're doing that?
Yeah, they're going to start that this weekend.
They're doing that on the weekends as well?
Mhm.
Okay. We had talked about a while back about the possibility of running a school bus to the library. Are we doing that?
We are doing that. We don't have it established at this point in time. I'm still in the process of working all the details out with Ricardo Pino, who's the library director.
Okay.
As well as our placement, we have a Chromebook card placed there as well, so it's all part of the discussion. We're hoping to launch that in early October.
We don't have it there already, do we?
Chromebook card is there.
Yeah. Right. And so only our students can access them? Okay.
Hasn't been advertised to our students yet because we're still working out some of the permissions and oversight and those types of things, access to their
Okay.
Yeah, we have to buy the filtering, the filters and put it on.
Anything else under old business? Will?
Is there any new word on the transportation remediation?
No.
Moving along.
Have they started the injections down there?
They were
Or we're still waiting for the
permits from
DEP, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're waiting for the permits. They did a clean water thing, and they were happy with the results, but they have to wait for the permits.
Okay. Rodney?
On the subject of Hillcrest, is there any update on the stolen property? Has there been any additional stolen property from that building?
No.
No, we changed, we did lock the building up, changed the locks, nothing since then, but no recovery either.
Will?
Last school year, I brought up that the flags on our school grounds weren't lit. Received a spreadsheet of schools that were lit. Didn't trust the sheet, drove around to all the schools, and if we walk outside, this building was considered lit. Patriotism is something that I hold absolutely firmly as one of my most important items. And for $30, all you can do is just put a solar lamp on the flags, and this will be a done issue. But like I said, I didn't trust the spreadsheet and found out that it was for good reason. So
We'll look at that.
thank you.
Anything else under old business?
Well, we have a couple more things on the agenda.
No, we don't.
The
What?
Macmillan High School roof update?
Yeah,
Oh, did that? Okay,
we
sorry.
did that.
I have a question about the auditorium seating.
That'd be under new business?
Well,
Yeah, new business.
sort of.
I think it's kind of new business. We haven't discussed it before, so we're going to be moving on to it in a second, so. Anything else under old business, though?
Seeing none, I'd like to close new old business.
Yep. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No, new business. Go on.
I want to ask Barbara, is there anything being done about the problem with the seating?
What's the problem with the seating?
You don't know?
No, enlighten me.
The seats, some of the seats are too small for adults. It's a problem. If you're going to have parents come in to see the kids do chorus or whatever it may be, it's going to be an issue.
Okay. I will pass that along. However,
There's multiple
I think that
sizes.
they're much different than the ones that were there.
Yeah, they
Not
are.
very comfortable.
They are. They're like, for me, the seat was not as wide as my shoulders. So there was no way for me to bring my arms in and not overlap.
It's like Broadway.
Oh, it's tighter
like
than
an airline
Broadway.
It's the smaller seats are tight. There's two different sizes. It looks kind of strange, but seriously, it's going to be an issue.
It's like sitting in coach.
So I think maybe we could look into that, please. Were you aware of this, Alex? Dr. Animal?
I know we have different size seats to make the arc a certain shape.
I'll pass it along.
We did have our staff in there for the day after Labor Day, and I didn't hear anything then.
Yeah. We had a couple of kids in the scout troop that wouldn't fit into those seats. Okay? That 14 and 15-year-olds. So it's something that you guys really need to go over and look at.
Anything else for Mr. Seidowitz?
I'm personally embarrassed that I saw that there were complaints about religious holidays online, and I did take it personally because when I do schedule events with my own troop, I take them into account. And when our calendar for our next school year does come out,
It already has.
It's out.
It's out
It's
already.
out.
I mean, we have to approve it.
It's been approved.
Next year's is approved already.
18, 19?
Yeah.
Posted.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it for 2 years.
We did a two-year schedule.
Well, I guess I gotta check into that because if what happened this year happens next year during Rosh Hashanah.
Well, why don't we just ask Dr. Animon, are the Jewish holidays on next year's?
Yom
Or
Kippur is. I looked it up.
Yom Kippur.
I don't have it. I didn't bring the calendar tonight. I know it's on our website. It's in my office, but I did not bring it tonight.
I agree. I saw that. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem.
I agree. I noticed that as well and didn't have a lot of history behind it, but I noticed that we had Yom Kippur and then we didn't this year, and then it's back again next year. So
You don't have Yom Kippur this year?
It's Saturday. I think
Oh,
it's not a weekend.
Saturday.
So but I know a lot of other districts had Thursday, Friday for Rosh Hashanah as well.
Barbara, can we put that under old business to circle back at the next meeting? Thank you.
I think anything that's in new business that's not resolved will be in old business.
Okay, good.
Anything else under new business? I just a question for you guys. You know, Will had brought up, and we're using our buses for the ALF. Might not be a bad idea if you to think about maybe the possibility of next year for the Board of Ed to have a booth. Might be we want to reach out to the community. That's part of our communication. It might not be a bad way of reaching out. If people got questions, they might come up to a booth, ask questions, sign in, whatever. But it might not be a bad idea. So if you could just think about it, Will?
And on that note, if WMEF has a dunk tank, I will personally raise money for that purpose.
I'll be the first in line.
And I hope it's 40 degrees. And I hope it's 40 degrees.
If it's not heated to 90 degrees, I will not be there.
Mrs. Fritz has a question.
Just speaking out loud, just a question, like to do something like that, well, I think it's a great idea. Does it get a little tricky with like people coming and asking questions that we probably, a lot of things can't speak on or respond to, and, that could be a little bit of a slippery slope, maybe?
If there's questions, certainly, I think maybe it would have to be an administrator, but if not, we can at least take that information and say, somebody will get back to you. We're not necessarily going to speak. I mean, I don't know. Well, there's something for us to discuss.
Yeah, I would like to see a West Milford School District booth.
That's what I'm saying.
You said Board of Education.
Well, you know what I mean.
Everything comes under it.
We have that. Or, the WMEA has a booth. They've had a booth for the last few years. They give away pumpkins, they smile, they wear black and gold, they take pictures with kids.
Well, just
black and gold pom-poms in their hair.
There's a
They
place
do a
where
really
parents can
good
ask
job.
about, curriculum, activities. Not ALF? At ALF, yeah.
15,000 people, 100 degrees, and they're talking about curriculum.
Well, who knows? I mean,
I think it's that's good that they're there.
But it should be the district, not the
not the
board.
Yeah, not the board. It's the district. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I got a pumpkin. I didn't get a pumpkin last year.
Okay, any other, Steve?
First, I wanted to point out that we added a link for Spiritware onto the website. So people who are interested in doing that, WMTBS.org. Now you can get Spiritware, and thank you very much for seeing that that's done.
Oh, good, good.
I don't think I'll look very good in the leggings. Then I also wanted to thank Ms. West for, that really looks like we're doing some great things with the program, especially the hands-on professional development. I can see how that really gets people involved. Similarly, I think what we're doing with the STAR math is the kind of thing absolutely.
Yeah, it's the right direction.
It is.
I'm very pleased with that. I bring up these two things at this part because as I visited my childhood home, I remembered something that happened in first grade. Somehow I didn't remember the teacher or anything else, but she had taken some time to praise the way that I did a particular drawing. And almost 60 years later, I remember that. It happens time and again. I've talked to a lot of the doctors that I've gone to. In many, many cases, the reason they decided to go into medicine was some teacher. Sometimes it was a family member. And just time after time after time, the teachers motivate kids to reach their full potential. And I can remember many, but good teachers turn on a light, and the kids become better people as a result. I'm bringing all of this up because we passed a policy that said we're going to send letters home to kids when they do something well. And I haven't heard anything about any kind of follow-up on that. Ms. McIntyre pointed out a couple of band or music contests that we entered that we did well in. And so I don't necessarily want to make a resolution about this, but I would like every month to hear where we have done something like that, where we have sent these letters out. And frankly, I know we're doing things in this district where the kids deserve to be recognized. That kind of recognition motivates people, it motivates parents, and so I don't necessarily want to take a vote on this, but we agreed we were going to do it, and I haven't heard anything about it. So let's please do. And Mr. Novak, I would like you to report to us cases where we've done that. And frankly, if we can't find anything to praise these kids about, I don't think we're doing a very good job. In a similar vein,
We could bring some examples. I had examples in my folder every meeting last year from February on, and it kind of never came up. And there's nothing here. The year just started, but I could easily bring some examples.
Right. I appreciate that. Related to that, I would like us. We've got. I don't know whether we're calling it a motto or whatever, but we've agreed we're going to put success starts here on our letterhead. I would like to see that go on the entrance to each one of our schools. That part of what we're trying to do, we're making some real good moves here to move the school system forward. And we should all recognize the importance of that to our community, to these kids. I think it's a great motto, and I know it can't cost us enough to paint that on the entrance to our schools to remind everybody of what the purpose of what we're trying to do. Do we need to take a vote on that, or do you want to get some bids and then we'll discuss it?
We will be unveiling our Success Starts Here tablecloths at our November 2nd event. Registration area, if you would come, I'd like to take a picture of you standing with them, thumbs up kind of thing. Success Starts Here. So yeah, we've been starting the branding process. The letterhead and everything has been redone. Mr. I'll tell you, just taking a look at the website for where we can get that in there, and it's on our tablecloth.
The one with the new letterhead. I know Alex had showed me, and I told Steve that it showed me the new letterhead.
We have an administrative council meeting on Friday. Thanks for spoiling my surprise with my administrators, by the way. This was on my agenda for this Friday, so I'll be meeting with my team then, and we'll be discussing it. But yes, for everybody else's edification, our district letterhead has all the pertinent information on top, the address, the phone number, etc. We slid Success Starts Here above the, below that, but above the text of the letter. So we're looking to collect letterhead from our principals on Friday, and then do the same for that. So if any of them are watching.
I know that for Westbrook, we have T-shirts that everyone wears for Spirit Wear. Do all the schools have their own custom T-shirt? Because if so, that might be something to put out there. That maybe that's something that we start incorporating into those designs on the back or something.
Like Marshall Hill is the Marshall Hill Eagles.
Right, with the Bobcats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they do some back to school night. I've been going to the back to school nights. I see the PTAs with the
Definitely
table in
PTA
every
thing.
building.
Might be as they start to wean in new designs. Maybe they start putting that on there. Might be something catchy.
Okay, anything else under new business? Seeing none?
Seeing none, move to close new business.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we have petitions and requests. Petitioners who have requested to speak prior to the meeting will be first with 5 minutes for each petitioner for a period of 30 minutes, and then time permitting, other petitions and requests limited to 5 minutes per petitioner will be allowed. until the 30-minute period transpires. All speakers are asked to give their full name, spell their last name, and provide their address. Speakers may not use the names of students during petitions and requests. Has anybody requested to speak here, Barbara? Would anybody like to speak? Yep. I saw a hand go up and come down real quick. He can speak if he wants. No? Okay.
That says no.
Seeing
none, move to close petitions and requests.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, Glenn, executive session resolution.
At 9:44, I'll move to go into executive session for the purposes of discussing personnel appointments, resignations, current litigation matters, special education matters, negotiations, and matters of attorney-client privilege.
Second.
Okay, we're going to be talking about all those subjects, Alex?
I do not believe so.
We can.
We can.
We can't just put a blanket out there, covers everything, and then not speak about it as well.
No, but there's not a blanket here. These are specific items.
Yes.
So if there are questions about, for example, a resignation, we can discuss it.
But if it was my understanding, though, we can't we're going to speak about negotiations and then not go in and speak about it. Am I right?
For all I know, there may be an update on negotiations.
Okay. All right. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We will be voting on items, HIBs and Procter & Gabble's contract after executive session. Yep.
You can't just list everything.
Yeah.
And then just pick and choose. You're supposed to tell them what you're going to talk about.
Yep.
So
Actually, you know what? HIBs wasn't listed. Was it?
Student Matters, didn't it say?
Oh, Student Matters, okay.
Yeah.
You used to say HIB specific.
Well, it must be Dan and Alex.
We're good to go?
All their stuff's here.
Is we going to wait for Alex, or did he go?
Dan too, because Dan's book's there. Dan must be walking
Dan
around.
said he was sticking around.
maybe he's just in the restaurant.
Should I run out in the hall and see if they're there?
Maybe they would.
I'll check.
Yeah? Thanks, Glenn.
You text them?
Just stand. Just stay standing. You're fine.
Well, fine, downstairs. We can go with the HIVs, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, we could do everything, but it would be nice to have them.
Dan went that way with Mr. Anderson.
You went that way?
Yes.
Which way?
That way.
Around video right now. Getting recorded.
It's just allergies.
I know, I can't get it
It's your boy. It's like 6 inches is going to make that big difference.
Joe's over there like, ugh. Oh my God, it's going to be everywhere. That's if I have kids that cough all over me. Stop it.
They put the air on in here tonight.
That must be it.
It's hot in here. It's really hot in here.
That must be it, Terry. Must be the air.
It's the air.
This was the only cold room on back to school night. The school was like sweltering.
Well, you'll know in 48 hours.
Well, God, this heat wave. I mean, it's not usually this hot this time of
It
year.
was so hot.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
come.
Oh, there he is.
We'll send you promotional recovery.
Oh, you heard
Should
me.
I say that we voted already and get your friggin' You missed the vote.
What? I get an update every morning.
Okay, you're all good, right, Nate? All right, we are back from executive session, and after we had made our resolution to go into executive session, we did notice that HIB student matters weren't listed on the resolution, so we did discuss some
We wanted
HIB
to let the
matters.
public know those student
And
matters being discussed.
we wanted to let you know that we did discuss that. So we'll make every effort in the future to make that not be the case. So we will move on to, Terry, the
Take off that one here.
Number 14.
HIB,
Yes.
and we're going to take off the
We're going to
Alice.
table E1.
No, you just want to take off.
Remove it from the
Yes.
agenda for next month,
for
E1.
further information.
Correct.
Okay. Move to approve the findings of 2018 H1 and 2018 E2. H1 is substantiated, E2 is unsubstantiated.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? None, roll call, please, Barbara?
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Robbins?
Yes.
Mr. Huber?
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz?
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Mr. Foodie?
Yes. Personnel?
The goals.
What's it?
Goals, page 6.
Yeah, no, but 1 and 2 under personnel. So Debbie?
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to approve agenda item number 1 on the personnel student.
Before we do that, I need to make a slight correction to the resolution. It says that it was approved by the county superintendent. We are waiting on the approval. So the third paragraph, it should say, whereas the contract amendment is subject to approval by the executive county superintendent.
So we need an amendment now.
We're making an amendment, yes.
Yeah, so we're just waiting on the letter from him.
Yes,
though,
and
correct?
in the last paragraph, it should say, be it further resolved that the amendment shall become effective immediately upon receipt of approval from the executive county superintendent. And
Retroactive.
Barbara has that resolution, so if we approve the amended version, we go in the minutes.
Okay.
So you're moving to amend, or we're just...
No, I want,
He needs a motion.
if Debbie could remove the motion as amended.
I will, do you want me to remove the motion I just made?
No, amended as Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like
Yes,
to-
make the motion.
I'd like to make a motion
To amend it.
approve the amended
Yeah, that's fine.
item 1 under personnel student affairs.
Second.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now we'll go to discussion. Seeing none, roll call, please,
I
Barb.
thought we weren't supposed to discuss it here, because that's why we
Well,
discussed it.
Yeah, but you have to
technically,
always
but
say
I gotta
discussion.
say, I gotta
Okay.
ask.
All right.
So,
Mr. Robbins?
No.
Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz?
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Huber?
No.
Mr. Foodie?
yes.
I would like to move item number 2 under personnel student affairs.
Second.
Thank you.
Any discussion?
Should we have any discussion?
Technically gotta ask. If, I don't
Okay.
know if we need it, but, just for, we're gonna look at this next year earlier. We're gonna do it when we get our board goals. We'll get our superintendent goals for the year, so that if we do want to make any changes or additions or whatever, that we'll have the time, because we have to do this by September 30th.
Well, but this one is not the goals. This is
No, right, correct.
No, this is the goals.
We just did the contract.
We just did the contract, now this is the goals.
Oh, I had them backwards in my head, but that's fine.
Before anything gets finalized in June, it gets discussed again.
Yeah.
Roll call.
Yep.
Mr. Robbins?
No.
Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mrs. Fritz?
Yes.
Mr. Seidowitz?
No.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Huber?
No.
Mr. Foodie?
Yes.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion to adjourn? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The meeting is adjourned at 11:20.
Yeah. Sandwiches left back there?
Yeah, I think there's like 3, 4.
You feel better too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We expect great things from you.
I better not.
So, you know?
You will not have it.
So.
I just took one that my both my kids